It is Charlie Lindgren's world, and we are all just living in it. What's up, Caps fans? We are coming to you live after another Washington Capitals win. Man, there is plenty of those to go around these days, as the Caps are 7-1-1 now in their last 9 games. They have rocketed all the way up to second in the Metropolitan Division and 4th in the entire Eastern Conference. So, life is good. Let's talk about it, shall we? So, your Washington Capitals against the defending Stanley Cup champion, Las Vegas Golden Knights. And this one had a quick start, as just 30 seconds into the game, Brayden McNabb, he stabs Alex Ovechkin right in the face and throat with his stick, sending Ovechkin flying in pain and crumpling him to the ice. The referee initially did obviously call it a penalty, which was the right call initially, and Ovechkin was so banged up by this play that he was not even going to stay on the ice here for the ensuing power play. But then there would be no power play, if you can believe that, because the officials, they huddle up and they decide that a stick to the throat is totally fine, okay? Nothing wrong with that, apparently. No problems there. And so they rescind the penalty. Now, their excuse was that they thought it was a follow-through of McNabb's stick after the pass that he had made. And obviously, they're hoping that we won't notice that the pass was in fact already long gone when McNabb, who is not exactly the cleanest player to ever play this sport, by the way, when he decided to ram his stick into Ovechkin's throat. The pass was long gone, long gone. Anyway, later in the first period, Vegas, they are on a rush into the Cap zone, and Dylan McIlrath absolutely blows up the Knights player who was carrying the puck, putting a stop to the Knights rush. Totally clean hit, beautiful hit. But Golden Knights tough guy Keegan Kolesar, he wants a piece of Dylan McIlrath for it. And that is a bad decision, to say the least, by Keegan Kolesar there, as McIlrath is obviously one of the toughest guys in hockey. And so McIlrath, he lands about 10 straight punches here right to Kolesar's head until, the guy in Kolesar who had asked for this fight, he asked for this. He is now turtling like crazy, ducking down and trying to run away and being like, please stop hurting me. So the linesmen, they jump in to stop Kolesar from getting murdered. But great fight by Dylan McIlrath, and it was a great hit initially by McIlrath that led to the fight. And I don't think that Keegan Kolesar will ever be barking up that tree ever again. And then Charlie Lindgren, who has got Vezina Trophy stats right now. Let me tell you guys something. You see this wall back here where my TV is here? This big wall back here? It's a new condo here that I've bought, and I'm planning on putting a brick feature wall back on this wall here. However, I'm considering now just getting like a giant mural of Charlie Lindgren put up back there, because it's the same thing, okay? Brick wall, Charlie Lindgren, he stops a breakaway here to keep it 0-0. And then Lindgren, he stops another breakaway, another one, to keep it 0-0 once again, because apparently, one wasn't enough. He wanted to put the exclamation point on it there. And actually by the end of this night, Chucky had stopped 5 breakaways in this hockey game. So it was not an easy shutout by any means for Charlie Lindgren. He had to earn it. He had to work for this one. And earn it he did. Caps fans inside of Capital One Arena would be chanting his name in adoration by the end of the night. Then, after Lindgren stops those 2 Knights breakaways, as is so often the case in hockey, this beautiful game, chances one way, then chances the other way. The Caps, they get themselves a 2-on-1 rush going the other way. Sonny Milano with the great breakout pass all the way from his own defensive end to catch the Knights napping here and spring Dylan Strome and Matthew Phillips on the 2-on-1 rush. And Dylan Strome, he noticed a bit of open net here from Knights netminder Logan Thompson. And so Strome opts to keep the puck and just shoot it himself. Great decision there. He is confident in his shot, and why shouldn't he be? He's leading the team in goals currently. So Strome keeps it and he buries it. Top corner, past Thompson, 1-0 Caps. Assisted by the aforementioned Sonny Milano, who is playing some great hockey this season. Same as we saw from him last season, frankly. He's been great ever since he got here. What a steal by the Caps again. And so that is how the first period would end, with the Caps up 1-0. And this was a great first period, not just by the Caps, but like just overall in general as well. Like just if you're a hockey fan, right? Like it was just a really great back and forth, exciting period of hockey between two good teams here. And like you can tell when you watch this game that the Knights are as advertised, right? Like they are a very good hockey team. And obviously they're the defending Stanley Cup champs for a reason. You know, they don't just hand out that trophy for free. You have to be a really good team, a great team actually, in order to win it. But the Caps are staying right with them. And you know, the shots were pretty much even in that first period. And obviously the Caps scored the only goal of the period and they have the 1-0 lead. Second period, we have got a match penalty on Paul Cotter for an illegal check to the head of Evgeny Kuznetsov. This was ugly play by Paul Cotter. He is rightfully ejected from this game, like I said, with a match penalty. The Caps, they do not score, however, on this ensuing power play. And of course, you know, a big problem for that power play was that they did not have the usual quarterback of it in Evgeny Kuznetsov, as the league's concussion spotter pulled him from the game to go sit in the quiet room for 15 minutes. Probably a good idea, honestly. You know, you don't want to mess around with concussions and things like that. So he had to go, like I said, sit in the quiet room for 15 minutes. He missed the whole 5-minute power play there. But Kuznetsov, he would return later in the game, however, thankfully. Then Las Vegas gets a power play after that. Again, as is so often the case, you know, 5-minute power play one way, the next team's getting the other one right after that, right? So Vegas with a power play, but the Caps kill it off with no problems at all, as has become the norm here. That is 19 straight successful penalty kills now for the Washington Capitals. So now we head to the third period. Vegas gets another power play here, but again, the Capitals kill it off with no problems, so make that 20 straight successful penalty kills for the boys now. And Charlie Lindgren and the Washington Capitals were giving the Vegas Golden Knights absolutely nothing in this hockey game, and especially in this third period here. And then Connor McMichael, he scores the empty net goal to make it 2-0, effectively ending this hockey game. But wait, there's more. The Caps weren't done just yet. Just for good measure, on the very next shift, and with Logan Thompson back in the net now for the Knights, Beck Malenstyn, he rips off a Vegas defender and steals the puck, going in all alone on Logan Thompson, and he dekes Thompson completely out of his jock strap here, scoring his second goal and third point in the last 3 games for Beck Malenstyn to make it 3-0 Caps. And the assists on those second and third Caps goals, by the way, for anyone wondering, John Carlson and Rasmus Sandin had the assists on the Connor McMichael goal, and Beck Malenstyn's beauty was unassisted. So, final score, 3-0 for your Washington Capitals. It's another win, another day, another win at this point. The Caps are on fire. It is a Charlie Lindgren shutout, his first as a member of the Washington Capitals. 35 saves on 35 shots for the Chuck Wagon. What a game by him once again, and it is all the more impressive, like I said, because Vegas was the highest scoring team in the league coming into this game. The Caps did not give a fuck, however. They were not intimidated here at all, and they are walking away with another 2 standings points because of it. All right, Caps fans, that is it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to smash that like button down below, and certainly click on that subscribe button too if you haven't already done so. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, babes, and as always, let's go Caps.